You know, part of my Italian heritage, I always remember that nice coiffed haircut of my family when they step out of the shower, looking dapper. He's like part two now, back for late night here at Casa de Emanuel, the great Lou Volino. Lou, before we talk to NFL with Teddy and we just talk about the Belmont with Dave Pasquale, NBC, HD TVs, they've got it all, NBA basketball, tomorrow night, hockey tonight. How important is all of that to get it? We are East Liverpool.
All the sports?
Yeah, stuff that you do down here. People just love it, don't they?
Oh, yeah. People come out, they want to get together when there's a game and have some fun and enjoy each other's company and yell at the TV and each other.
A little bit. Hey, the Lou Holtz Upper Ohio Valley Hall of Fame is coming up, and I want to talk about two things with you. Frank Chan first. The relationship, Frank Chan. Talk Frank Chan, who led the Beaver Falls Fighting Tigers to a state title in 1970 in hoops, and was a member of that state semi-runner-up team in 1947 for the Potters.
I don't know him so much as in his profession. He's my wife's uncle. So I met Frank through the family, and he's just family. He's a guy. He's hard-nosed, but he's soft. He's just a.
She got that nose like you got from playing football. Hey, last thing, Lindsay Baker Hopple, only the third gold medalist in the history of East Liverpool High School. Kimmy Auger, 83, 400-meter relay dash. Sean Long, a great police officer in this town, 1990, 6'9" high jump. And I understand that he and Moose Ramsey are now coaching in Wellsville. So congratulations. I'm pumped about that. We'll be down to Nicholson Stadium to see you. And also recently, of course, this young lady, related to Wendy Hopple being her mom, the shot put. That's incredible.
Oh, she worked hard. I mean, things she just a couple things she said in the paper, you could tell she wanted it. She went after it. She had the ability, and she brought it out. Brought her best out all at once. That's amazing in itself. Anytime somebody can do that.
Well, I don't know. I just got all excited about that because that's good stuff. It's the Hopple family.
Oh, yeah,
that's good.
They seem to everything. They come out, they're a champion. Yeah, wherever they go.
I love them. All right, I'm going to talk a little NFL now. Thank you very much. Good seeing you. It's time to talk some football. Steelers are really hoping that wide receiver Martavius Bryant is going to be the missing piece of the puzzle that almost made it to the Super Bowl last year. So your thoughts about Martavius Bryant? We touched on it a little bit last week, Ted Arnaud, in the Comcast and AT&T Sports line. So talk to me about Martavius Bryant.
Well, all you can say about him is so far so good. I mean, it's, he's an accident almost waiting to happen if he doesn't straighten his act out. And certainly he's saying all the right things. He seems to be doing the right things. He's come to the early practices with the right attitude. So if he's on, if he can get back to where he was 2 years ago, that's going to be another major component to the Steelers offense. And they're shaping up. If he's there, and if they have the right mixture from third and fourth receivers, they're going to be scary this year because Ben was very good last year. If they can keep him upright, and that offensive line is geared to do that, Steelers are going to be scary.
Speaking about the line, Villanueva hasn't signed his contract yet. I mean, he's very important to this team, isn't he?
Well, anytime you've got a left tackle and a right-handed quarterback, they're very, very important. But I have to believe that they're going to get their act together. They want him on board. It's typical negotiations, and like our partner Greg would say, he knows how this stuff goes in and out, and it's that's just part of negotiating the deal.
All right, listen, Joshua Dobbs, everybody kept saying, well, he pushed Landry Jones. Could he be number two? Well, it ain't going to happen this year. Tell me why they stuck with Landry Jones and came out so soon and said he's number two.
Well, because he's got playing experience in this system under his belt. What scares you, though, is that they'll have Ben come out at about 60% or 70% rather than having Landry Jones come out. So you have to question whether or not they really have that confidence and the message that sends to him. But it's not the easiest of systems, and they might say that he's number two now. There's a long way to go. It's a long season. You got preseason games, and my guess is that there's going to be split between those two as to who's going to be ultimately number 2 and who's going to be number 3.
All right, now when you look at the cornerback position, sort of like who's going to be the backup, very important. You got William Gay, you got Corey Sensenbaugh in there, and also the third rounder by the name of Cam Sutton, 5'11", about 190 pounds. He can really pack a punch. So tell me, when you look at those three, who's the go-to person as far as the defensive secondary?
Well, I think Gay is going to have to lose the position. I think it's going to be his to come off. Sensenbaugh's got a really good history. Has had his own struggles, but Sutton has got a lot of potential, so I don't think it's going to start off with him right off the bat, because cornerback in the Steelers system has to mature into it. But it wouldn't surprise me that mid-season you start to see him either starting or playing some serious reps, especially if they go nickel or dime.
James Conner, is he your backup to Le'Veon Bell heading into camp?
I think he is. He's had a little bit of injury issues, but I think certainly he's got the potential to be. He's a different kind of runner than Le'Veon Bell. He's more of a power runner. He's not the really conservative, move around, look for the hole, wait for it to develop. I think he's going to be more of a smash mouth type player, but he's not going to have the kind of patience that Le'Veon Bell has, and I think he'll be a good mix-up coming off that number 2 position.
All right, always a pleasure, Mr. Arnaud. Sunday, 12:30, the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday Show.
We're getting close, Robbie. We're getting close.
Close to what? Anyway,
Season.
have a great night, champ, and good night, everybody.
Bye.